You stab a hold on me. Now it ain't no controlling me. I'ma be who I wanna be. Watching them tears.
Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini reaction video. For those of you who are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. We appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Okay guys, so this is just a little quick little, reaction video, a little mini chit chat with you guys. I am on vacation, so we have, we've been taking it easy. So I just ordered some Dairy Queen. So while I'm waiting for that to get here through Uber Eats, no, not Uber Eats, my bad, skip the dishes. I decided we'll just go ahead and chop it up with you guys really quick. So I wanted to go ahead and respond to a video that I saw posted by the Tea Room. She was talking about Nique and King being put on blast for basically leaving Kaiser to be quote unquote raised by her mother, or whatever the case may be, leaving him and him not being with either parent full time. And the internet had a lot to say, and everybody had a lot to say, and this and this and that. So I wanted to go ahead and give my opinion. Again, like I always say when I do these reaction videos, I never react to things unless I have a personal perspective. It's something that I know about, been through, seen, that I have personal firsthand, experience with, so I can give like an in-depth perspective, not just my opinion on what's the hottest topic of the day. Okay, so I may come at this from a different perspective. I am aware that, I am, like, I'm 45 years old, and a lot of the fans and the people that were getting upset and had a lot to say in the comments, they're kids, right? So they don't really understand how it all kind of works, like the co-parenting, all of that stuff, right? And not just the co-parenting, they don't understand like the grandparent role. Sometimes people just don't understand. I understand because I was raised by my grandparents until I was 10 years old. I then went to live with my parents. So that's something that is very familiar in the West Indian community. A lot of people will grow up with their aunt. If their mother had to go abroad to work, they'll be raised by their grandmother, by their grandparents. They'll be, it takes a village. Really, it does take a village, right? People say it takes a village, but nobody really understands what that entails. It means that everybody is responsible for the child, right? Grandparents, godparents, mom, dad, everybody. It takes a village, and a lot of people don't get that. So this is the thing, right? Nique and her mom are pretty, they have a pretty close type of mother-daughter relationship, kind of like the relationship I have with my daughter, where there isn't that huge generational gap, where there's like that kind of, you're kind of on the same wavelength. So her mom gets it, right? Her mom gets it, and her role, what she feels, is to support her daughter, is by taking away that burden that she made, that worry, when she has to be focused on work, her career, making money to take care of her son and to provide for his future, to provide for their future. They live a lifestyle that has to be paid for. That means parents have to work. In this case, it's, Nique is doing the single parent role. You know what I mean? So her mother is stepping in to say, hey, you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Don't worry. I'm here. I can help you with Kaiser. I can, handle the school stuff. The school system might be better here. Whatever the case may be, however it's set up, her mother has taken on that role, right? And I'm sure after everybody had everything to say, King finally came out and like he made a statement order, basically saying, his grandmother is taking care of him and stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I don't think a lot of people understand. Sometimes that's how some families are structured. Everybody's family runs differently, right? nobody's family is the same. Like, so some people, some people live with their father, some people live with their mother, some people live with their grandparents, some people live with an aunt or uncle, some people don't live with a family member, some people live in care. It, like, everybody's situation is different. And I think that, a lot of the times with these young supporters, they're looking at things through the prism of a child. Like, they're looking at things through maybe how they would want their life to be, or how they think life should be, right? Mom, dad, same house, or you should be doing this, and you should be doing that, because they have an ideal in their heads about how, people that they assume live a perfect life should be living. And it's always shocking when they find out that life doesn't always work that way. This is not the Huxtables. Life is not set up like that. This is not TV. This is real life. And in real life, parents have to make tough decisions. Some people, like I said, I was raised with my grandparents. That means your parents go away to work to pave that way so that you can follow behind. You live with your grandparents, your aunt, or your uncle. They all raise you until you can reunite with your parents. That's just the way of life, and it's not something that's completely foreign to me. Now, I would never assume, and again, I have to again point to the age of the people who are reacting this way. Um, I would never assume that Nique never sees her son. I think that is completely ridiculous to think that, her mother would condone her just not taking part in raising her son, and she just be, off living this jet setter life, and her mother is just at home being a nanny. Like, have you seen Nique's mother? Does she look like the type to play, Mary Poppins or Mother Hubbard? No, like, this people again blow things out of proportion, and they like to, especially when it comes to particular influencers, they like to just blow everything out of proportion and just run with it. It doesn't matter how minute it is, they're gonna make it a big huge deal. And some people, that's just how their platform, that's just how it is for them. And unfortunately, Nique and King seem to fall into that category. Like, no matter what it is, it's just always like, it just goes crazy in the blogs. Like, it goes crazy. So that's my perspective on it. I feel like as a family, you know, and let me rephrase that. Not even as a family, because I don't want to be offensive to anyone. Okay? Not even as a family. As the people that are directly responsible for the child, meaning his mother, his father, and in this case his grandmother, because she's also in the circle of care. They decided on the best course of action for the child. And I think that people need to start respecting people's privacy when it comes to their children. Now, in regards to, Lena discussing the whole custody and who's seeing who and who's doing what, and that's up to King to kind of, set those boundaries on what he wants her to be sharing online about his son. And, I'm sure his mother will address that, as she should, right? Discuss your children by all means, have a ball, have a field day, but don't discuss my child. Like, whatever parental situation is set up with his father, the grandmother, and the mother, that has nothing to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with you, right? So that's not something that you should be addressing. Now, I get it, because people are attacking and saying, oh, you never have Kaiser with you, and you never this, you never that, and you want to prove that, you want to prove to everybody that you're a good stepmother. But sometimes it's just best not to try and prove anything. If you know that you're doing what is right, let his father speak on that situation, and you just continue to be the good role model, good stepmother that you are, and you will get your flowers regardless. It will show with the child, with his mother, with the relationship that the bond and the relationship that you forge with his mother, right? You will get your flowers if you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's just how real life works, right? Trying to prove, especially to the internet, that you love this child and that, you know, you don't treat him any different and all this other stuff is only digging it deeper, because that's not something that anybody can do. It's just not, right? And I'm just being, again, I'm just being honest and I'm just being grown. Okay. You can never fully be that maternal with a child that you're, you know, and you, let me say, I want to say that correctly. Let me rephrase it, okay? Because I don't want nobody jump all over me. And step parents can love kids, and yes, they can, but they're not their children. So it's not realistic to have to hold them to that expectation that they should love their maternal children in the same way they love their stepchildren. That is not feasible. Okay. And people swear up and down, back and forth, that you can do it. No, you can love a child, sure, of course, as you should, but that maternal love that he gets from his mother, he will only get from his mother. So you're not there to be his mother, you're there to be a stepmother. And I don't even, for me, that term is kind of like, when they're married, sure, but you know, when you're dating someone, you guys, you know, you're there to be the responsible adult in the situation, of course. But to prove how maternal you are towards somebody else's child is pointless. Like, I don't even see the need to do stuff like that. You know, that's to me, that's not a requirement. Like, so I would stop trying to do that. You're never gonna win, right? People are always gonna nitpick everything you do, and the more you try is the more it comes off like you're trying. So that's kind of my take on the situation. I hope you guys understood my points. I know, you know, sometimes I say things and I know what I mean, but other people don't always get it. But I'm pretty sure I try to be as clear as possible. And yeah, that's just how it is with me. I'm just a realist. Like, I just, that's just the way life is. Like, you know, we cannot continue to put these people on these pedestals. It's just unrealistic, and you will always feel disappointed because you have unrealistic expectations of people, especially these young kids. Like, they're young adults, not even kids, they're young adults. Like, they, you know, they're just kind of learning as they go. So I just, you know, I just wish that everybody would just calm down and not just, you know, blow everything out of proportion. But anyways, now I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I think my Dairy Queen is here. Thank you. So excited. I will catch up with you guys in another video. Stay up and stay blessed, and definitely stay safe. Deuces.